We created a physically based model for outdoor ice rinks to evaluate their operational duration and to consider what's happening over time. Outdoor ice rinks are ubiquitous in many cold climates. They're part of the culture. Various notable hockey players, professionals, sharpened their skills and really developed their ice skating and hockey playing on frozen ponds and backyard rinks in Canada. People like Gordie Howe, Maurice Richard, Wayne Gretzky, Sidney Crosby. The outdoor ice rink, especially for small towns and villages, are part of the community. They're built by the community. They're a hub within the community in the winter. So our question is, how are these changing over time due to climate? We built a physically based ice rink model focusing on the ice water equivalent and the operational duration. When do these rinks start being used and when is the end of the skating season? We used various input data, precipitation, temperature, relative humidity, wind speed, short and long wave radiation. We differentiated between rainfall and snowfall. We really focused on the ice water balance. How much water is there in the ice rink? And that's the amount that was there yesterday in a simple balance plus any additions and losses. Additions are any water sprayed on, like a natural resurfacing, any snowfall, any rainfall, losses from sublimation and melt. We tested it on 3 rinks in southern Ontario at the Stevenson Lions Club rink, the Annie Williams rink in the Muskokas area, as well as the Parkview NIR rink in North York, a borough. We developed 3 different model versions, one adding rain as ice and ignoring snow, one adding snow as ice and ignoring rain, and also neither. These are assumptions that we evaluated, and from this graphic you can see that depending on the assumptions and the versions, we got different durations. The first and second versions, where we added rain or snow, yielded the most similar results to what we observed out on ice rinks. The model was evaluated on the 3 rinks shown previously, and then we did the change analysis for the experimental lakes area in northwestern Ontario and in the Dorset area because those data were available. We also examined changes in winter temperature, in precipitation, in snow cover duration. These outdoor rinks are a crucial part of small town culture in places like central northern Canada. That video showed people preparing an ice rink with some snow on it, and they are making the snow more dense and turning that into ice. This is the first ice rink model that has been created. It's physically based. There are numerous assumptions that make this model somewhat oversimplified, but the results seem reasonable given that there are very limited data. We are going to use this model, and others can use this model to determine what data and what processes we need to understand better. We need information about the operations of some of these outdoor rinks. When do they start? When do they end? When is water applied to resurface? What are local meteorological conditions? Is it raining? Is it snowing? Enjoy our paper and think about getting out there onto the ice.